Good morning, students. See, I have a piece of paper and a candle or an agarbatti. Okay, an agarbatti. Oud in your local language. A piece of paper and an agarbatti. First of all, I tear the paper into pieces. I'll get pieces of papers. Okay, keep it aside. In the second turn, I took the agarbatti and light it. The agarbatti started lighting or burning. I can see the smoke evolving from the agarbatti. I have the smell also. And if I keep my fingers near to the burning area, I can feel the hotness also. Okay. The agarbatti completely burnt. What is left behind? Ashes. White powdery substance left behind after burning. Compare the two processes. Paper, when teared, I'll get pieces of papers. Agarbatti, when burnt, I got ashes. In the first case, no new substances are formed, only a change in shape or size. In the second case, a totally new product is available. I'll not get the agarbatti back from ashes. If I joined the paper pieces, I can create the original paper. The first process or the first reaction conducted is of an example of a physical change. The second one of a chemical change. So what is a physical change? It's a change that alters the form of a substance but doesn't change it to another substance. No new products are formed. There is a change in size or shape only. If you take salt, it dissolves in water. After crystallization, you will collect the salt back. These are examples of physical changes. Here, there isn't any new product formed. There is change in size or shape. The reaction is reversible. I'll get the product back and it is of temporary in nature. The change occurred is of temporary in nature. Okay, in the second case, in a chemical change, ice melting, thawing of wood, dry ice when converted. Dry ice means solid carbon dioxide. When it is heated, we'll get carbon dioxide gaseous form. Carbon dioxide when condensed, we'll get dry ice. The process is reversing. So these are examples of physical changes. But in a chemical change, a new product is always forming. It is occurring after a chemical reaction. Chemical change is an example of a chemical reaction. There is change in size. A new product is formed. There is the formation of a new product. Color may be changed. Heat may be produced. Smell may be created. These are accompanying during a chemical change. Formation of color, production of heat or sound. These are escorting during a chemical change. Changes the color. It forms a precipitate. Precipitate means, for example, paste-like appearance. Brushing paste, precipitate has such a look. When a substance undergoes a chemical change, it is changed into a different substance with different properties. A new substance is created with different properties, and we will not get back the original product, and it is a permanent change. Also irreversible, we could not reverse. Okay, chemical change is permanent, new products are always forming, also irreversible, and there may be formation of heat, temperature may be increased, color change may occur, sound also can be created. Okay, during the burning of a cracker, sound is created, so it is also an example of a chemical change. To identify a chemical change, look for signs such as color change, bubbling and whizzing, light production, smoke, presence of heat, etc. Baking a cake. See, what are the signs of a chemical change? Precipitation, color changed, gas, smoke evolved. Okay, temperature also changed. During the starting of the reaction, if you notice the temperature with the help of a lab thermometer, it may be 20, 25, 30 degrees Celsius, etc. After completion, the temperature may be reaches to 100 or above 100 degrees Celsius. There is a change in temperature. So, a chemical change occurs when fireworks are used. Another example. There is the production of heat, light, sound, etc. Okay, some more examples. See, sugar dissolving in tea. After the preparation of tea, a chemical change occurred. We won't get back tea dust, sugar, milk, etc. Now a pakka new product, a compound tea is created. Tea is prepared. Why tea is called a compound? Because for the preparation of a cup of tea, we have to follow a fixed ratio. That much sugar, this much tea dust, this much water, this much milk. A proper ratio has to be maintained. So tea is a compound. Okay. So we won't get back the reactants. Reactants means substances who are participating in the formation. We won't get them back. It is a permanent change. Breaking water by separating it into hydrogen and oxygen. Water contains hydrogen and oxygen, H2O, H and O. If water is electrolyzed, break down in the presence of electricity, we'll get two products, hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, it is also a chemical change. So, identify chemical and physical change by suggesting some simple examples. Compare the processes with the help of simple examples. In a physical change, no new product is formed. In chemical changes, always new products are formed. Physical change is reversible, chemical change is irreversible. Physical change is temporary, chemical change is permanent. In physical change, there is change in physical properties only, means size, shape, color, etc. In chemical changes, total change in the chemical properties, means color formation, production of heat, creation of sound, smoke evolution, etc. are always accompanied. All these are always accompanied, not any. Some of them will be always taking place during a chemical change. Okay, metal when rusted, also a new product is formed, rust. It is not equal to the original metal we chose. So metal when heated in the presence of, when burned in the presence of water, oxygen, acid, etc., rust is formed. It is a chemical change. Rust is chemically hydrated ferric oxide, a pakka new product. Then In the case of burning a candle, it is chemical change. When candle burnt, smoke, heat, light, etc. are formed. It is a chemical change. But melting of a candle, it is a physical change. Here, two processes are accompanying. When a candle burns, you light a candle. Burning is a chemical change, but it's melting, creation of wax around the wick. It is a physical change. Okay. So that's all about our second chapter is matter around us pure. We focus on elements, compounds, mixtures, types of mixtures, solution, the three types, separation of substances, and last physical and chemical changes, comparative studies. Okay, that's all today. Thank you.